Cybersecurity is the protection of physical technologies and devices, as well as online data, networks, applications, and processes against criminal interference. Strong cybersecurity practices work to reduce the risk and impact of cyber attacks and prevent any external or internal damage dealt to business assets. The techniques used by cyber attackers are developing at an alarming rate, resulting in growing concerns around the topic. In the past, the most dangerous cyber attacks involved physically hacking into networks, but these days it's more lucrative and easy for criminals to take advantage of email communications and cloud-hosted data. For a better understanding of the types of cyber attacks a business may encounter and the impact they can create, let's look at 3 common tactics. Phishing. Phishing attacks are most frequently conducted via email and usually involve the impersonation of a trusted source, such as a service provider. Phishing attacks usually use urgency in their language to get the target to quickly click on a link, download an attachment, or fill in their login details, potentially resulting in account takeover, financial theft, data loss, or compromised devices. Social engineering. Social engineering is a common technique used to gather confidential information. This can often be confused with phishing, as it is also commonly conducted via email and can involve impersonation. However, the key difference is that social engineering attacks don't have to rely on malicious links or attachments, instead relying on manipulative behavioral tactics to trick the target into willingly sharing the desired information. Ransomware. Ransomware is a type of malware that infects a target's device and encrypts the data stored within it, making all of the user's data and documents completely unusable. Ransomware authors will leave a message to the target, offering them the unique decryption code in return for a ransom payment. However, it's not unheard of for businesses to pay this ransom and still never regain access to their data. To see how poor cybersecurity practices can quickly escalate, let's look at the case of Kelly. Kelly works for the Human Resources Department of her business, giving her access to highly confidential company data. Because of this, Kelly is a prime target for cybercriminals and has been sent a convincing-looking email appearing to be from her department manager. The email informs Kelly that her employee benefits have been updated, and to click through a link to see these changes in the staff portal. Kelly quickly clicks the link to see her new benefits, but is disappointed to see just a blank page. She makes a note to raise this strange event with her department manager when she next sees him. But what Kelly doesn't know is that just clicking the link was enough for a keylogger malware to be installed on her computer, allowing the attacker to monitor everything she types, including login credentials and confidential HR conversations. If Kelly had read the sender's email address more carefully, instead of being quickly won over by the tempting message, she would have noticed a misspelling in the company's domain. What does good cybersecurity look like? Cybersecurity best practices are often thought to only involve a company's IT department. For example, by implementing virus protections for all employee devices or overlooking backup solutions for company data. However, modern cyber attacks are being targeted at individuals rather than networks more and more. And because of this, there are a range of cybersecurity best practices that should be followed by all professional users. Let's look at some of the most important best practices to keep in mind in your daily work. Protect your data. Data protection is much more than just creating copies of important files and preventing hacking attempts. Even something as simple as sharing a photo on social media, not realizing that a computer screen with an open file can be seen in the background, could be enough to result in a damaging data breach. Be cautious with emails. Email attacks can be extremely subtle and hard to spot in today's threat landscape. The most important things to keep in mind are: carefully check email domains, never open attachments from new senders, and avoid clicking unknown website links. If you are ever unsure of whether a link or email domain is trusted or not, contact your IT department before taking any actions. Strengthen your accounts. Account takeover is a rising threat due to the incredible amount of data now stored in cloud applications. To avoid falling victim, make sure to set strong and unique passwords for all of your accounts and set up two-factor authentication wherever possible. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and doing your bit to keep us secure.